You are watching Stim TV.
Welcome everybody to the Stim.TV show match. And what a show match we have for you this evening. We've got Complexity Gaming's coLCatZ spawning as the yellow Zerk. He's down one game to none other than the blue Terran, known as sixjaxDDE. I'm Tumba. Co-casting with me for this event will be Simpatico, a marvelous founder of the former ASCW, now Stim TV. Simpatico, how pumped are you, buddy?
Dude, I am so pumped. I'm so pumped that I forgot to update the scores. Of course, we figured out a really neat way to do that in the downtime, and then I completely forgot to do it because I was setting up the game and everything. So hopefully it will get set up for you guys now. Actually, no, it's going to be on the wrong side, so I'll go ahead and fix that. I do apologize, guys. Figuring out a couple of new ways to make this as integrated and I guess just stream-friendly as possible so you don't have to see the kind of back end. It all happens, you know, behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm so pumped. This should be another epic game. And actually,
three drones
in the main of DDE. I don't know what coLCatZ is doing. This is kind of crazy. Of course, I wasn't watching the game. I was updating the overlays. But yeah, DDE's gonna hold this off fairly easily, I think. I haven't seen this personally. I don't know if this is a legit strategy or maybe if coLCatZ is just tired. I know he's had a long day and everything, so maybe he just wants to get through a game. Maybe he doesn't like Xel'Naga Caverns. I don't know. I mean, coLCatZ is an awesome player. I mean, he's done so much with his career as well, and he's actually getting quite a bit of harassment done here.
Yeah, was able to pick up a couple SCVs. And like we said, coLCatZ can use a bunch of abusive strategies that people aren't particularly used to seeing. But DDE, very resilient, tough, rugged player. So he's the kind of player that you need to harass, because once DDE left to his own vices, you're in a lot of trouble. You're going to be getting dropped a lot, and he's going to roll out the heavy mech before you know it, and you're GG now.
Well, I mean, look at this. I mean, he went out there with 3 drones. He lost 1, and if I'm not mistaken, DDE lost 3 drones, SCVs. So, I mean, that pays for itself. I mean, sure, he lost some mining time, but so did DDE to defend that, and he lost the SCV straight up. So, actually, coLCatZ is up like 6 harvesters in the harvester count right now. So, and he's getting up his Roach Warren up pretty quickly. Generally, I think this is going to be a 1 base aggression, just Roach Ling. That being said, DDE is going to be pushing a little bit with this 2 racks. Let's see what he's going to be dropping down. It's going to be dropping more racks or probably an expansion behind this. I'd probably like to see him expand. That being said, I don't know if he does, will he be able to defend against this aggression coming out of coLCatZ?
Yeah, and coLCatZ getting that Roach Warren over halfway done. Will be completing that is a quick Roach Warren, of course. So we're going to see exactly what he has planned. Obviously going to be some Roach Ling action, but Marine's coming down. And we saw a lot of this also versus Destiny as well. These 3 Marines get in here, kind of see what's going on, see if they can cause any damage.
Marine pressure never hurts, especially if you're careful with them. I mean, I think he's pushing a little bit too hard with these. I think he's probably going to lose them and not gain too much. That being said, he has another 4 Marines on the way too, hanging out at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. I think these 3, I honestly, I love this play. I just like the fact that, like you were saying, Tumba, if you let a Zerg kind of just sit back and macro, I think their endgame macro is just so hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. It really is. It's very hard. I was actually referring to DDE in that particular statement, but as you know from the weeklies, usually that's what I always refer to that. Like, you definitely need to get in and harass a Zerg, because if you let them just constantly drone pump, their economy is going to be out of this world. But I'd like to ask you something, Simpatico. As a Terran player, sort of building that wall off, I know it can be frustrating, no, to have that many drones. But hold that thought, though. Roach is
coming along. There is a pile of Marines here, though. coLCatZ needs to be careful. He might lose 1 Roach. Nope, goes down to about half health, a little bit below, and DDE is going to be aggressive here. I think he's going to be sorely disappointed, though, when he comes back to deal with all of these Lings and Roaches here. And actually, these Roaches are kind of bypassing these Lings. They're 2 ships passing each other in the dark a little bit. These Roaches are going to, I guess, go for a counterattack, or I'm not sure what those Roaches are going to do. But we have a handful of Marines here, and these are going to do significant damage. There's nothing to defend here. The Baneling's Nest is not done yet. Lings are still slow. He's taken out Overlords. Is this going to supply block coLCatZ? Yes, he is 36 over 34 right now. Another Overlord does come out, though, so he's not supply block for very long. Let's see what he's being a little bit indecisive here, kind of walking back and forth. Let's see if he can take down this Baneling Nest. This is actually going to be huge for DD, but he does not. He's actually kind of blocked coLCatZ out of his own base.
Yeah, those Marines, he's being always so cost efficient with them, but he is not going to get that nest before these Marines go down. So
yeah,
maybe
I
it's a
think
bit better
Katz
to go ahead and target maybe some drones.
I think KatZ was just waiting for Zergling speed to engage that to get a nice surround. Nice decision making by him.
You know, and that's what you need to see in the lower leagues, patience, because patience will pay off. A lot of players overcommit to things, and it costs them the game most times. They don't even realize, oh yeah, sure, I'll pull all my drones to defend this. But you know, this is what's great about seeing grandmasters play and pro gamers play is just the patience.
Once again, KatZ is going to get denied pretty much any scouting at all. Actually, no, he sees pretty much everything. Never mind. But yeah, getting that factory down. Tech Lab going up on that right now. 2 starports on the way. Interesting. Let's see what he's going to come out of that. Maybe some Banshee play. Late game Banshees are something that you don't see that often, but are so good. Because kind of like, you know, people scout for it in the early game to see if that Banshee harass, like a 1-1-1 out of Terran. But then they forget that like 2 Banshees, like in the mid game, coming out of nowhere, they're like, I don't need missile turrets or I don't need spore crawlers. Then you have 2 Banshees in your base ruining your economy like halfway through the game, and you're like, shit, I should have checked that out.
There is no worse feeling. You sit there, you're feeling good about your game. Like, all right, everything's okay, everything's cool. I'm getting ready for my push, so let me get one more round of units. What is in my mineral line?
Yeah.
Why are my harvesters dying? I can't even see it now. So maybe I should have prepared for that. But actually, you know what? A great tool for Zerg, obviously the Mutalisk. And it blows my mind how many times Terran get caught. But hold that thought as these roaches are going to posture a little bit here.
I don't know if KatZ is in a decent position here. I mean, he's obviously being he's basically containing right now. At first, I thought he was going to be aggressive with this stuff, but at this point, I think he's just containing for as long as he can. He knows. I'm sure he knows. Yeah, he knows about the command center here walling off this ramp. So he knows that DDE wants to expand, but right now cannot. He knows that DDE's mineral line is going to be way oversaturated. So the longer he can keep himself keep his opponent in the space, the better. But here we go. We have a Banshee going across the map, but it reveals itself at the Xel'Naga Watchtower that is going to trigger a response from KatZ, guaranteed.
Absolutely. The question is, what will KatZ do? Is he going to be able to deal with that? You see, the bases, the creep, not even connected as yet to his main and his natural, so slipping a little bit. But
and here comes the Banshee. What is prepared for this? Just one queen, and I'm pretty sure a Banshee kills a queen in a one-on-one fight, if just barely. But a second queen comes out. He gets a queen down, but the Banshee does go down as well. I don't know if that is worthy trade. But second Banshee here now, gonna be pretty much unmitigated. Not going to have any. Oh, and the queen does get the first hit off though. So let's see what's gonna win here in the war of the females. And a burrow goes down. Oh, but the Stanny is gonna take out that queen.
Yeah, so he does get 2 queens.
So interesting.
Absolutely. So up to 2 kills for that Banshee. He only has 23 hit points left, so he needs to be careful with it. Gonna kind of fly off over the caverns there.
And another Banshee now in the natural. This has got to be driving KatZ just crazy.
And a third on the way.
All of his drones at this point. Yeah, KatZ has got to be pretty frustrated with this play. And I know for a fact KatZ was going. You saw that infestation pit go down. He got those 4 Terrans, and those Terrans are going to really help out. This is exactly what it needed. That infestor came out just at the right time.
Absolutely, the beach balls of death, as we like to call them. It up as those infested Terrans finally come out, and I think right now KatZ just is in the first inning, kind of scrambling to get his feet underneath him. He's really on the back foot here.
Look at all these
Marines. This is going to be the end of it here, buddy.
This is really not looking great for KatZ. I mean, he does have an infestor, does get a nice fungal growth, getting a ton of Marines, but they all get taken down to 9 hit points. Stim, I do believe, is not done yet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's not done, which he should have done, because Stim is the best upgrade of all times.
Absolutely. Stim.TV, the greatest upgrade of all time. And so there goes the natural. It's going to be near impossible for KatZ to win out from here, but great fungals though.
Fungals, man, just unbelievable. I know KatZ loves. I've watched the KatZ stream a lot, and I know he does love these infestors. You know, just like his very good buddy Destiny. And I think this is gonna be a GG here in just a second. I mean, let's take a look at the harvester count. He still has more harvesters than DDE, but his natural's gone. So I don't know. And Banelings in the mineral line. I think I just missed that. And it does look like that's why the harvester count did get kind of equalized, but DDE still has so many Marines just hanging out in this base, killing so many of these drones.
Yeah, and if you look at the unit counting station, 22 drones to 31 SEVs and 2 mules. But the big thing here is, where does Katz go from here? He's down a base to a Terran. I mean, sure, he's got, Lair, but where's he going to go? He's got Burrow, but he's got to get economy and larva.
I just
bottom line.
Never give up, never surrender. I love this attitude out of Katz. I mean, on top of it, everyone knows he's tired. A lot of people came over from his stream, which thank you, Katz, so much. If you watch these VODs, you are amazing for helping us promote and everything. That's so cool of you. That's why I've been a fan of yours basically since I got into StarCraft 2. Just so awesome. I'm not even a Zerg player, and I'm a fan of Katz. So, I mean, he's still toughing it out, even though he's super tired. So just kudos to Katz. I mean, what an awesome dude.
Kudos to Katz. Actually, Katz lives relatively close to me, I do believe. But as you see, the Fins of Death here marching up into the main.
Oh, look at this. And I do believe they get scouted. Those Marines are going to run by, but, does get a couple of... And is this... Oh God, is this Infestor going to go down? I mean, I love this Raven play. I don't think enough Ravens get made.
Infested Terrans in the natural now.
More in the natural. Wow.
Yep, Infested Terrans in the natural, just doing that harassment. Katz with the never say die. I would love nothing better than for him to make me feel stupid and win this game. But DDE obviously has a pretty good lead on him at this point.
Yeah.
We're going to see exactly how it pans out, though.
He's 8 Harvesters ahead right now. This Banshee is starting to wreak havoc in Katz's base. Like I was saying, Banshees in the mid game are just so strong. He did not open Banshee. He opened very safe 2 racks Expo into I think a couple of tanks maybe. I don't know if he built tanks.
Hold that thought. We do have one of those Banshees in the main mineral line of Katz. He's going to try to do more harassment. So that's the thing about DD. He's going to harass one way or another, be it drops or be it Banshees. You've got to kind of expect it from him. So
the multitasking is just unbelievable.
Yeah, and DDE has really been on his game as of late. Been a real sharp StarCraft 2 pro here lately.
Absolutely. And this Banshee is going to come back into the natural of Katz. I would have loved to see a Spore Crawler or 2 go down. But he's just kind of dealing them with these infestors. That being said, I getting rid of these, spewing out these infested beach balls, it helps. It's great. It has limited these Banshees, but he's killed a lot of Banshees with them. But he's also using a lot of energy that I'm sure he'll want to save up for later, for a lot of fungal growths on this extremely bio-heavy army. No tanks in this composition from DDE.
No, there is a Raven and a Medevac. 2 Marauders and a host of Marines, and they're making that march. They want to do some damage.
Counterattack from Katz is going to get intercepted by this Banshee. 2 Banshees taking separate paths to Katz's base. This is another huge push here from DDE. Raven dropping 2 auto turrets. This is just so strong. Banshee, wow, Katz is in a lot of trouble here. Has really miraculously stayed into this game, though, just keeping the pressure back on DDE despite being down. A nice fungal growth on these Marines and Banshee. This is just so much stuff going on. Roaches are on the way now, going to be taking out this auto turret and then focusing down these Marines.
Yeah, and these Marines, again, nice split, making sure that he's got them sort of spread out all over the map so that the Roaches can't hit all of them at once, and just converging on this natural. Going to go ahead and try, and there's the GG, and you know what? Valiant effort, but really it was very tough for him as soon as he lost that. As a Zerg player, obviously if you lose your natural that early, it's going to be very hard to come